What's up guys, theBolderBoulder here with an upgraded version of the already magnificent set, Dragon Bolt. Yes, I went ahead and just upgraded him really. I tried to make him a little bit more accurate to that CG image that had been leaked over the internet. And I just made him larger and made him better looking in my opinion. Not to take away from the original Lego set, but this, in my opinion, makes him even more epic. So to start it off, I just wanted to put him up in a epic stance. And so I did quite a number of things, and I will go over all those throughout the duration of this review, of course. So, first, I'll show you how big he is now. At least in this stance. I'll angle the camera. There he is. Maybe I'll turn him like this. There you go. Ready to destroy. So it sort of has to look up a little bit to look at him. Almost. But yeah, there you go. That looks pretty sweet. Already you can see some of the things that I've modified, but I will point more minor details that I changed as well, simply because I wanted to. So let's put him down in a different stance, in a more natural, I suppose, stance. I don't know what to call it, neutral maybe, when he's not ready to destroy someone. Here's a look from the side. As you can see, a longer tail, quite a bit longer, not as long as I've seen on some other mocks, not as long as the CG version, I don't think, but definitely longer. Let's see, angle the wings back. There you go. So I'll start off from tail all the way to the head. So here's a look at the very tip of the tail. There you go. Added these little spikes right here to fill in right there. I've removed that little black short bone piece and replaced it with more links. And so here are some more. I added more bones and armor pieces. Got two of these large armor parts right here. Got a longer bone piece right in here, and then the basic size, so these two would fit together. Works out quite nicely and extends the length. And then right back up here, this is still the same size. This little assembly right here is still the same, except that I added one of these black pieces on each side by putting those 3 long pins through. There you go, see, same on the other side. And now up to the torso. As you can see, I've added this other bone and armor piece right here. I used one of these, pushed that up there to make the torso look like it gets larger up here and then smaller and then down into the tail, which really works out. I'm sure you guys would probably agree. And it also adds support so that the tail can stay out longer. Yeah, see, it still sort of has a little bit of trouble right there, but that's not much of a problem if you can get it at the right angle and gently set it down. There you go. If I'd added any more links, I think it'd have been even harder to do that. And so here are the hind legs. I added one more bone piece and another piece of armor, which really gives it more of a dragon look in my opinion. more so than it did before anyway. And then I put the small yellow spike back here. And then on the feet, added another part right here, like another toe basically. Back up to the body, I added these little pieces on here to cover up those connectors. And these gray pieces, they were tan, but the tan color really just didn't really work, in my opinion. Didn't really fit into the color scheme. So I changed those, and I got rid of that red piece and put a black one on there instead, which looks a lot better. And then here's a look at the front. Didn't really modify much on the wings at all, except for just moving that. I can move them up here to make the wings appear a little bit larger. So here are the front legs. Added longer pieces right here. Yeah, also on the lower legs as well. Adding another armor piece. Let's see. I really liked putting on these longer spikes up in the front like they did in that CG image of him. Now here's a look at the abdomen. As you can see, I continued the whole black abdomen thing going all the way through, even up here to the lower part of the neck. I added an armor piece to cover up that exposed ball joint. Got this black piece right here to cover up those pinholes. This wasn't really absolutely necessary, because a majority of the time you won't really see that ball, but I just had to cover it up because, you know, might as well. And right here on the front of the feet, didn't really mention there are no extra toe add-on parts because I didn't feel it necessary. I just felt like it would be better on the back. Now to the lower neck. Angle this to make it look better. There you go. Didn't change a whole lot on there either, because Lego already used that XT4 body piece cleverly, very cleverly. I must commend Lego for that. Very good job. And this brain parasite fits very well and quite snugly right here on the neck. A very nice look to it, indeed. Now here's the connection to the head. A lot of articulation in the neck. You can get some great poses out of it. You could angle it whatever way you choose. And it was a very good idea to add those extra friction parts right here on the neck and on the front legs. And now here is the head. Not very much modified here either, because it already looked awesome. The only other thing I changed on the head was to change those tan connector parts right here, the half-sized pins, to gray ones to fit the color scheme better. As you can see, all over the body you can see gray. So that works very good. And then one last thing that I think is really sweet. You know how on these minifigure dragons that they could actually breathe fire, and the mouth could be closed and open, all that good stuff. I think that's pretty sweet how they could do that. But I found out a way you can actually make this guy breathe electricity. It's quite simple, really, and I discovered it earlier on whenever I had this set. You see that piece right there? That lightsaber-sized connector that the heroes use to put on the visors? Well, you can easily put on one of these little Exo Force hands. Just put that right on there, like so. The mouth still opens and closes just fine with it there. Just push it up as much as you can, and there you go. Oh yeah, one other thing I did add, just a little extra spike down there. Anyway, now here is the electricity piece that you can put on here. And then, there you go. You can breathe electricity. Now that is epic. That just really adds to the dragon look. I mean, and it's really easy to get this part too, I'm sure. If you have Surge, anyway, you can get that electricity piece. Don't know that it's included in any other sets. But if you have Surge and you have one of those little Exoforce hand connector parts, then you can make him breathe electricity. Which, like I just said, makes him so much more epic. Just something simple like that, you know? Yeah, I'm quite satisfied with this version. In fact, I'd be more than willing to pay it maybe an extra $4 or $5 simply to have all this stuff on here. So, that is pretty much all I've got. Sorry the video's a little lengthy, but I had a lot to cover. So, thank you guys very, very much for watching and subscribing, and please let me know what you think of this version of Dragon Bolt. Do you think I could have added anything, or does it look good just how it is? Whatever you'd like. Please let your voice be heard down in the comment section below. So, I will see you guys again in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.